Hello friends, welcome back to our channel UiPath by Sujita. In this video, we are going to continue our interview questions on UiPath. So yesterday I have posted set 1, right? Few questions related to RPA UiPath interview questions. This is in continuation to yesterday's video. So let us move on and understand each question and answer. I request you to take a notebook and a pen and please note down the important questions and a bit on a high level keywords so that it will be easy for you to refer again when you are going to interview. Right? So let us move on to the first question in today's session. Which RPA tools supports open platform? Which RPA tools supports open platform? There are multiple tools in RPA, right? Like Blue Prism, UiPath, Automation Anywhere, NICE and all, right? So among those RPA tools, which one supports the open platform? It is nothing but UiPath. UiPath supports the open platform for automation, right? UiPath supports the open platform for automation. Now let's move on to the next question. What is thin client and thick client in RPA? That is something called thin client and thick client. Even in other technologies also you might have heard about this thin client and thick client. No difference even coming to RPA or UiPath, the same thing. Now let's see this in terms of RPA. Thin client and thick client. Thin client means does not run on a local machine, rather runs on a virtual client or server architecture. So you can blindly remember this. Thin client is nothing but in virtual. It is not on local machine. So vice versa is thick client, right? So obviously directly installed on a local machine. So thick client is something that can be run on local machine. But thin client cannot run on local machine, rather it runs on a virtual client or server architecture. Now let's see the examples of thin client, VMware, VirtualBox, etc. Whereas thick client example, any applications like Notepad, browser, etc. Because we could see all these applications in our local machine, right? So that is nothing but thick client. And the other application, other examples like VMware, VirtualBox, all these comes under virtual client, right? So that is nothing but thin client. Okay. So I hope you got the clear understanding. So never get confused about these two. Thick means that is something in the local machine. Just remember these examples so you will get to know the difference directly. So next move on to the next question, that is list the limitations of RPA. What are the limitations of RPA? Limitations to tasks like decision making or judgmental tasks. So there is no strict rules or there is no predefined process inside RPA or UiPath to learn by itself, right? It will be keep on learning as per the experience, like using ML or something like that. There are no tasks like decision making or judgmental tasks. Okay, that is the first limitation of RPA. And next one is not a cognitive computing solution, rather learns through experience. This is what I was telling. So it is learning through the experience. So based on the failure experience, it keeps on increasing its success rate, bots, right? So might be error prone when subjected to new environments without experience, right? Starting it may fail. Later, according to the experience, we'll keep on teaching bot in order to increase our success rate. Okay. So next, higher cost of implementation across the industry. So these are the limitations of RPA. So next, move on to the next question. Can you explain the full form of RPA? So what is RPA? Can you explain the full form of RPA? So let us see this. RPA is nothing but a robotic process automation, right? This is clear. Robotic process automation. Now, what is robotic? Robotic, machines that mimic human actions that are called as robots. Process, the sequence of steps which lead to a meaningful activity. For example, the process of making tea, etc. For each and every activity, there will be steps involved, right? A sequence of steps. That is nothing but process. Automation, any process which is done by a robot without human intervention. Automate this, automate that. Means what? Without human intervention, we are expecting the action to be completed. That is nothing but automation. So clear? Let us review this. RPA means robotic process automation. Robotic stands for the machines that mimic human actions are called as robots. And process stands for the sequence of steps which lead to a meaningful activity. For example, the process of making tea, etc. Automation stands for any process which is done by a robot without human intervention. Now let's move on to the next question. How is chatbot different from robotic process automation? RPA. You might have heard about chatbot, right? Nowadays, we are seeing this. When we log into any of the applications, say banking applications or any insurance applications or Naukri and all, we will get a prompt asking for a few questions automatically as if someone is chatting with us. It is nothing but the chatbot. What is the difference between this chatbot and RPA? So this question may come for the senior developers. Okay. So a bot programmed to chat with its user human like a human. Okay. So this is a bot, a programming. Chatbot is nothing but a programming to chat with the user and get the information according to the need. Okay. This is nothing but a programming. Whereas RPA is a program to automate a manual business process. This is nothing but a technology, a program which is used to automate a manual business process of executing a task, right? This is the result of RPA is chatbot. Okay. This is a program to automate. RPA is a program to automate a manual business process of executing a task. What could be the business process? So it could be a HR, finance or anything, right? Any business process can be automated or an activity within a business function. Okay. So daily in bank, they might be collecting the cash and updating it to the server, right? So that can be automated. Any simple activity of the business function also can be automated, or a business process, complete process also can be automated. That program is nothing but RPA. The result of this RPA is nothing but a chatbot. That means this is a single program to chat with the user like a human being, right? Understood? So next, move on to the next question. What are the components of UiPath? So we have covered a 15-minute session video on this components of UiPath, right? If you want to know in detail about these, you can go through this video, but on a high level, you can answer this. What are the components of UiPath? We have 3 components in UiPath. Those are UiPath Studio, UiPath Robo, and UiPath Orchestrator. And it is always a good suggestion to give a clear definition on each of these components, say UiPath Studio, UiPath Robo, and UiPath Orchestrator. Let's move on to the next question. So the next one is like, what is UiPath Studio? UiPath Studio, it is a graphical user interface GUI dashboard for automating workflows. It comes with a variety of tools and settings, making it a one-stop shop for workflow creation. Each process indicates a certain task to be completed. So this is nothing but an IDE, a tool where we have variety of activities and settings which can help us enhance our workflow experience, automation experience, right? So you can simply say that it is a graphical user interface dashboard for automating our workflows. Workflows, nothing but our process. Okay. So now let's move on to the next question. What is UiPath Robo? So UiPath Robos we can also call as bots. They are the most basic component of UiPath tool. They are primarily used to run automation process written in UiPath Studio. And these robots can also be used to begin the execution of tasks automatically in response to any specified activity on the system, right? So this is what you can explain. Now let's move on to the next question. What is UiPath Orchestrator? So UiPath Orchestrator is a web-based tool, web-based application for deploying, scheduling, monitoring and managing UiPath robots in the environment, right? Next, it's the centralized platform for managing and controlling software robots. It serves as a link between UiPath Studio and UiPath robots, right? I hope you got a clear information on this. You have already learned about all these questions, all these concepts in our previous videos. So it is just a kind of recap. So we have covered so far 15 interview questions covering RPA and UiPath basics. Okay. So we'll cover more interview questions in our next videos. Till then, please keep watching our videos and do subscribe our channel if you are a new visitor to our channel, so that it will encourage me to come up with good content and more practice sessions on UiPath. Also, if you like these videos, please share with your friends and colleagues and give a like. Thank you so much for your support so far. Happy learning and happy automation. Bye bye.